Good evening to everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. A bit of a busy day with news, and we're also talking about our weather forecast that's coming down the pipeline as we head towards the weekend. Some changes that's prompting a first alert weather day, and we'll dive into that. Let's start off right now with where we are now. And things are pretty quiet for us. As expected, clouds have begun to develop, filling into the area. That's going to increase as we head through the overnight hours. The temperatures aren't terrible, though. 57 degrees inside of the perimeter, 56 in Locust Grove, 51 out in Carrollton. You can already see, though, the upper 40s in the North Georgia mountains. We expect temperatures to trend a little bit cooler through the overnight, but it will not be as cold as it was this morning because those clouds should help keep us in the 40s. Meanwhile, mild temperatures are going to end the work week, expecting those clouds to dominate the forecast tomorrow. But because we're going to see winds generally out of the southwest, that will allow those temperatures to push into the mid to upper 60s during the afternoon tomorrow. So still expecting it to be a nice day, just not as gorgeous as the skies were today. And then all eyes on our first alert weather day that is for Saturday. We don't think this is going to be a major impactful event, but after temperatures that were in the upper 60s today, going to be in the mid to upper 60s tomorrow, losing nearly 20 degrees is going to feel a little bit different. And the whole goal of our first alert weather brand is just to alert you to obviously changes in weather, but things that you may need to prepare for. And after leaving the house this morning with maybe just a light jacket or no jacket at all, I do think that's something that we're going to have to plan for as we head into your Saturday. The good news, the cool down will be very short lived, and as we head into the beginning of next week, we'll gradually see those numbers improve. Eventually, temperatures are going to hit that 70-degree mark later in the forecast, so I don't think that the stretch of weather is terrible. We'll just need to buckle down and wear some sleeves as we head into the weekend. Mostly clear skies out there. I know a lot of folks are in for the night, but if you are stepping out, those numbers will dip into the 40s after midnight. We'll bottom out near 48 degrees here in Atlanta, 41 Canton, 44 Gainesville, falling to 43 down in Whitesburg and Noonan, and expecting the mountains to be a little bit cooler where they're going to fall into the 30s. As we head into the start of the day tomorrow, you'll notice that we're becoming mostly cloudy skies as you head out of the door. We'll keep the forecast dry through the afternoon and early evening commute. And then once we head later into the evening, that's where that shortwave is going to fill into the region, and that's going to bring us that 20% chance of showers. Look at the timestamp that's on the screen. This is at midnight moving into the metro. So that 20% chance of showers that we've been talking about for overnight Friday into early Saturday morning, it's all associated with this short wave. We do expect the wave to weaken as it moves through, but there's still going to be enough moisture in the atmosphere that we could see some of those showers squeeze out of this system. So if you have any late night plans, Friday night into early Saturday morning, we don't expect this to be terrible. We don't expect this to be storms, but there will be some showers out there and you will get a little wet. After that, system pushes out and we'll see clouds lingering around for the first half of your Saturday morning, and guidance is trying to erode some of those clouds as we head into the evening. I do think that we're going to lose the low clouds. I suspect that we're probably going to keep some of those higher clouds in the atmosphere as we head through the day on Saturday. Nonetheless, the flow will shift and become more northerly, and with that northwest wind, that is going to be not only a shift in direction, but it's going to be a little breezy. I think we'll see winds gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour at times in some places. That is going to really force that cooler air down in. So get out tomorrow. Enjoy the day. I think it's going to be quite gorgeous. After starting off a little chilly in the morning, we'll get into the 50s in the afternoon. By gorgeous, I mean temperatures, because obviously the skies will be cloudy, but look at where we soar at into the afternoon, getting into the mid 60s around 2 p.m., hanging out near 67 degrees as folks are getting ready to get off work. I suspect lots of you will be rolling down your windows as you drive home from work tomorrow. I know I rolled down my window today, and I'm going to do the same tomorrow just because it's going to feel really nice out there. For all of you millennials out there, and you know what, I'll show some love to the Gen Zers too, because I know y'all think that y'all are doing something getting into the streets. But if you have Friday night plans, maybe you are celebrating Valentine's Day because you and your special person work opposites during the week or together during the week and you can't really get out. I think that's going to be a solid evening for a date night. Just keep in mind that those showers do move in around midnight, so if you're doing dinner and then stepping out, seeing a movie, going to a game night, any kind of late night situation, those spotty showers will be moving in around midnight. Other than that, feeling mild. Temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s through the evening. As we trend to Saturday, that's where the numbers turn colder. And we're going to see the high for Saturday probably around midnight because you saw those numbers. They were in the upper 50s Friday evening, right? So we'll be in the mid 50s around midnight, maybe low 50s. But then as we push into the afternoon, temperatures will be dropping through the day. And they will start to bump back up as we head into the afternoon, but they will not get to the 50s. So we're expecting the afternoon to top out somewhere near 47, 48 degrees on Saturday. So whenever you're with us on our newscast talking about our 3-degree guarantee and all that, we'll probably be mentioning that high for Saturday somewhere in the 52 to 54 degree range. But that will not be an afternoon temperature. So that's why on our 7-day, it says the upper 40s, because we want you to know that unless you're out on the streets at 2 a.m., you're not going to feel those low 50s. It's going to be in the 40s. And there is a wind chill, and I do expect it to just be a cold day. So I know a lot of y'all were talking about Mardi Gras this week. If you did not get to go down there, this is going to be probably a good weekend to do some homemade gumbo. Bring that Louisiana flavor to you. Because Saturday will be on the chilly side. And the numbers do rebound a little bit Sunday. We'll get into the mid-50s inside of the perimeter, low 50s outside of the city. So this is going to be, for sure, sweater weather at best, light jacket weather for most folks. But we'll see a little bit more sunshine on Sunday in comparison to what we saw on Saturday. And that will be the beginning of a period that's going to mark some improving in our forecast as we head into the beginning of next week. So tomorrow's pretty sweet, 67 degrees, but you see we pretty much lose about 20 degrees heading into Saturday. So that's why there's a first alert weather day in place for Saturday. We're not expecting this to be rain. It's not going to be storms. It's just strictly because the temperature is going to be different than what we've been dealing with for the last couple of days. And we want you to prepare and know. So all good there. We start to improve a little bit Sunday. Still a little cold when folks are heading out to church. We trend back into the 60-degree territory by Monday after a frosty morning, President's Day. I don't know about you. Comment in the comment section on YouTube if you get President's Day off. Piece of information, this newsroom never shuts down, so we don't get President's Day off. Even at night when you're asleep, somebody's here. At least a couple of somebodies are here. We have folks working our assignment desk, our digital desk. We have producers that are producing shows, and we have reporters that are actually, while we're asleep, trolling and scrolling and scrubbing and finding out what's going on to uncover so that they can bring y'all that news in the morning. So not that you wanted to know that, but we'll be here for President's Day, so you can join us. Meanwhile, check out Tuesday, Wednesday, climbing into the 60s, 67 degrees for a daytime high on Wednesday. I think it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I know a lot of folks, whenever I do my wind down Wednesday forecast, I've been in a red phase for a while. I think with 67 degrees in the afternoon, if you do your wind down Wednesday celebration somewhere around 6 to 8 o'clock, I can go ahead and make a recommendation for a nice glass of white wine. We'll go with Sauvignon Blanc because I like dry wine. So there you go. A little precursor to what we'll talk about on Wednesday. But the numbers do improve more as we head into Thursday. We expect temperatures to get to 70. We'll have some strong southerly flow. We're going to be watching another system that's going to be moving into the area. Right now, this is 7 days away, so we've had this conversation about low resolution data, but basically 7 days out, you can get a whole array of different outcomes. Right now, the most probable outcome is that we have some showers around. Right now, just the confidence on that is just not high because it's so many days away. You'll want to stick with us as we continue to fine-tune this part of the forecast as we head through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. But we're definitely watching that Thursday, Friday forecast for potential for some rain. Nonetheless, we'll enjoy the dry stretch that we have because despite there being some showers overnight Friday into Saturday, the weekend's not going to be trash. It's not going to be rainy. There's no storms and none of that. And I feel like we've had that for the last couple of weekends. So it'll be nice to have a pretty dry stretch over the course of the next few days. Just bundle up. Like I tell, I joke around with some folks in the newsroom a lot because I'm petty. But it's February and it's supposed to be a little chilly. So these little swings are not atypical. They're not an extreme. It's just a little bit of a dip that we have to deal with. The seasonal average for this time of year is roughly 58, 59 degrees. So just like you're going to get a 70-day, 70, 71 degree day in February, you're going to also get some 50s. And that's just part of the game and stuff that we have to deal with. But I see this comment section is real quiet. Y'all are out there with me. I don't know if y'all have been tracking this Fonnie Willis testimony. It was very intriguing. My eyes were glued to the TV for over 2 hours, and so I know our team is doing a lot of work to progress that, and we'll have some updates on all of that tonight at 10 on Peachtree TV and on Atlanta News First at 11, but also all of the other news of the day, because that's not the only thing that's happening. There's been a bunch of crazy stuff happening, big city living. But I'll leave you guys with the 7-day forecast so that you can screenshot it, do what you need to do to absorb it, and me and meteorologist Patrick Pete are going to have the later looks at the forecast coming up tonight on Peachtree TV at 10. Make it a fantastic Thursday, and we'll see you in about an hour and 45 minutes.